All right, what are some TikTok challenges that you guys know of?
I
None.
mentioned multiple during all these videos that we.
Yeah, but mention again for this.
I literally know none of them.
You know none of them?
Well, there was that Pornhub one where the girlfriend will play the Pornhub intro and just to see the boyfriend's reaction.
I'm such a boomer.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
I just know there's dancing on.
It's a lot of just dancing. It'll be like this challenge because it's this song, this name of the song.
They all blend in together, right?
Oh.
Well, this one stands out. This one is called the Mugshot Challenge.
Oh.
What? Like real mug shots?
No. I will play.
Like a mug, like a coffee mug.
No, a Mugshot Challenge.
Oh.
Here we go.
Take me out to the back of the shed. Shoot me in the back of the head. Take me out to the back.
Oh, that's pretty dope.
Shoot me in the back of the head. My daughter gonna learn this.
Talented these days with the makeup.
It looks good, right? It looks really, really realistic.
That's why I see shit like that and I'm like, I'm not going on TikTok. I'm already way too far behind. The skill it's gonna take for me to even catch up.
No, but then you can meme yourself with that meme, so you can show how bad you are at it.
And do a bad version of it, maybe.
Yeah.
But I heard they got a lot of controversy with it.
Yes, so maybe don't do the mugshot, and maybe it's not so cool.
In the sense of you're making fun of it, then that could work.
You could, yeah.
What's wrong with the mugshot challenge?
Can you show dick on TikTok?
No. Okay. They're very you can't even show a punch. There's a lot of things that you can't do. They're very strict.
Punch?
They're very strict, and it's because you know a lot of kids on there, so you could
No twerking.
It depends.
No, this working.
Yeah, but it just depends on like how much you're showing.
Why would anyone want to do TikTok then? It's just so limiting.
But like, because there's so many kids, once you have you can't do this, because a lot of people just get popular off shaking their ass or doing a certain type of content or whatever it may be.
So they're shaking their asses for like 8-year-olds?
Let's put it.
Some of them are young people doing it, and that's why there's also another meme for TikTok where it's like, oh, is this person underaged or not? Because sometimes you can't fucking tell.
Well, especially on TikTok, these kids that are dancing, you're like, holy shit, and then you look at their age, and it's like 13.
I'm gonna stick to Instagram. At least I know my demographic there.
At least on Instagram, you know the women there are women.
Do you? All right, so
Actually, you don't know.
all right, so this mugshot challenge has gotten a lot of flack and controversy.
Something that you would typically do.
Yeah, well, okay, in
Or
theory,
to highlight. It's not something you would highlight.
Yeah, well, in theory, I think it's a creative concept, and
I thought it was cool. It's like, how would you, if you were to get in trouble with the law, how do you think it would happen? And
I think it also flexes
As
their,
a person who had a mugshot at the police station, I approve.
what was your mugshot like?
I don't even know what it looked like.
Bald head, obviously.
Bald head. It was just me. Bald head, probably eyes red from crying, and fucking maybe a little bit of blood coming from my ear because there was no what do you call it, earrings being ripped out, and then I had a
Oh shit, your earrings are ripped out?
yeah.
Oh fuck.
I didn't know you even had earrings.
I had cartilage earrings. Yeah.
Oh, so it ripped through your cartilage.
Yeah.
that's the kind that's extra painful to even get, right?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Well, it's not a great idea to do the mugshot challenge because a lot of domestic abuse survivors and just people in general are saying that you're glamorizing abuse.
It depends on how you got to the mugshot.
Yeah, I never pictured this as like you got beat up by your husband.
Yeah.
I pictured it as like you got into a big brawl.
Because then the person getting the mugshot generally isn't the one that's getting abused. It would be like the person that's doing the abusing, right?
True.
Yeah, it's like you got into a fight in a parking lot.
Maybe they're just saying abuse in general, or like fighting and
So
stuff.
if it shows anyone just like that looks like they're hurt, you're like, look at this. He's
So
showing off abuse.
they're filling in the blanks here. They're saying like,
yeah, they're jumping to conclusions because I thought that guy just fell down the stairs.
while robbing a store, so they got a mugshot.
Well, yeah. Well, the controversy now has forced a lot of influencers, such as what's his name,
James Charles.
James Charles,
Yeah.
to take down their post.
Oh, that's messed up.
Deleting all the mugshot challenges because it's no good.
But it's people filling in their own blanks and they're assuming the negative.
True, I would agree with that. You know what movie I really liked and they had a whole bunch of mugshot challenges in it was Fight Club. Like every actor had at least one of those, like a bloody nose, like a fucking black.
I think the cool thing about this is that they get to show off their own makeup skills to the point where they could probably get jobs, doing.
yeah.
True.
If that's just makeup, that's way better than all these like film people that make their own movies.
Yeah.
That's really good, actually.
And some just movies in general.
I didn't even once cross my mind that it was making domestic violence cool.
Yeah.
Because domestic violence is not fucking cool.
I thought the idea was, oh, you're showing how cool criminals are.
Yeah.
right. Yeah. That would make more sense.
I did see this tweet that he tweeted out, and it like I'm not a big fan. I'm not a fan at all of James Charles.
Why? Is it because he's gay?
No, I don't give a shit about that.
Oh.
But it's like
I thought you were homophobic.
Have you ever seen his house?
It's probably dope as fuck.
It's fucking a castle,
He's
dude.
like 19.
It's a
Yeah, he's young.
it's a fucking castle. Jill was showing me his place getting
But no, you're thinking of
redecorated.
Jeffree Star. The guy with
I
the-
am. You're right.
Yeah.
Then not all gay people are the same.
Wow, Bart.
But then, so then he put it out, and he was,
I just
he was
heard a
apologizing. He was apologizing for it, but he was like, "Why can't I do it?" But if all these people in like these music videos and he started calling out The Weeknd and like Ariana Grande for doing the same exact thing, but they don't get flack for it. But he was like, and I'm not calling them out. I'm huge fans of them, but there's like a double standard when it comes to this.
Yeah, it's weird. I think social media influencers have like a weird we're given a responsibility that we never really asked for, right?
And you don't have the luxuries or like the privileges that like the traditional Hollywood people have. Like one of the things I forgot who I was talking to about this, where like you know, like sometimes we work on with a big brand, right? And then when we work with a big brand, they go, okay, we need you to go back in your channel and you need to private this, and this, and this. Because they look at the catalog of work. And then one of my favorite movies is Coco, and Miguel sings like the main Coco song. And Disney was cool with that, except his other catalog of work is him about fucking pussy and how like pussy bows to him and then fucking like suck his dick and all that shit. And I'm like, why the fuck? How come like Hollywood, they have like, there's more of a separation between the person and the art, and there's like this leniency towards that, versus I guess more social media or influencer, it's like the art and the person have to have the same identity.
Especially with rappers, because they talk about abusing women, disrespecting women, like all those things.
Dude, I know. I've never seen a feminist like try to go after any rapper. Well, maybe it has happened.
I'm sure it happens. It happens all the time.
But not mainstream.
But not on a mainstream level. Like if feminists really wanted to tackle like the modern day, like they should go after rappers constantly and really try to get rap out of the mainstream like ear.
You know how many beverages I've seen porn on women? Just only through rap. It's fucking all kinds of beverages. Just all of them, constantly.
Yeah. But what I think is more fucked up, and like, we probably wouldn't know about it, or it wouldn't have been that big if it wasn't like a media company that was just like, oh, this is something cool to talk about, and now it raises it to so many more people that jump on and be like, this is what you should think. If you don't think this way, you're wrong. So like, whoever news article picked this up, they're trying to like also push that because they have an agenda to put out, you know?
Yeah.
True.
Who's this chick? She's also a TikToker.
I don't know her. Do you guys know her?
No.
Wait, where's her mugshot?
Right here.
That's
her.
it.
She looks like a hotter version of Scarlett Johansson.
She looks like she just had a coke-fueled party and she got to jail. Her nose is bleeding for all the coke she did.
Charges on cocaine possession.
Yeah.
So she did a good job.
She,
what you're saying.
yeah, I mean, that's what she looks like.
Should her eyes be more red, you think?
She looks like she stood up all night from partying. True. So it's all kind of fucked up. But I mean, my mind, it doesn't even go to like she got beat the fuck up by her boyfriend.
Yeah, I didn't think about that, but like what was for me was like, oh, you're kind of like sensationalizing someone who is considered like a bad guy in the situation.
But that's like half the movies that are made.
Right. But I guess like if we're talking about an influencer needs to be like who they like their art or whatever, I just, to me it's just kind of like, okay, well, I think as an influencer you're supposed to have like a more positive like reflection, or like more, you gotta set a good example, right? And the fact that you're glorifying something that's like a bad position, I think it
depends on if you're creating something or if you're showing that you're doing that thing, right?
Yeah, but like, so looking at these mugshots, like they still look good. That's the thing. Like if you make yourself look hella fucked up, then I think that's like hella creative, because it's like, oh cool, like how far can you?
So you say they're still looking pretty?
They're still they're still.
It's like Hunger Games. How you gonna be like surviving for your life and you still looking pretty as fuck?
Yeah.
True.
I mean, like, I don't know, like what comes across to my mind is like Ted Bundy. You know, like he's
a pretty motherfucker and he killed all these ladies.
Yeah.
People glorify his ass.
But do you hate like Birds of Prey kind of thing then?
I didn't watch that.
Well, I mean, like, it's the idea of like all those women are being badass, but also, you know, getting beat up and stuff. But it's not like they're looking super shitty, right?
Right, but what I'm saying is that they all look like real hot with their mugshots.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I don't want to like make anyone upset, but like I feel like
Make them upset.
people that consume social media are very like it's very shallow in terms of how they convey this stuff, you know, versus like the movie Joker, for example.
Yeah.
Won Oscars, celebrated by the film community, and the Joker, by far not a good guy.
Yeah.
And yet wins an Oscar, right? It's a platform for bringing to light mental illness and all these things, right? So what if this is like a way to bring to mind that there is domestic abuse happening in the world, and it's not so much we're glamorizing, but we're just bringing.
So it's how you look at it.
Yeah, it's a perspective thing.
I think if that was the initial intention, then I think it would have been successful.
So if there are captions to go with it or whatever.
But it's not like the Joker had that as a character.
Yeah, because like for me, I think the part that I feel that's unfair is people are just filling in the blanks with their own insecurity.
Which is art.
And then so like for me, like if you're filling in the blank with your own insecurity and whatever you want, that's just on you. And I think it should be the intention of the person that put it out is that's what they should get judged on. So if they're making fun of like domestic abuse, then that's fucked up, cancel them, do whatever, right? But if they're just doing, oh, look at this really cool art that I made, then just judge it for that and don't fill in your own blank.
Because what's happening is they're going, hey, what if someone takes this the wrong way? But that's the same argument they use in video games or bad horror movies or whatever. They go, what if someone takes this the wrong way and gets influenced and they go out and think that it's cool, right? So it's the same fucking thing, but now being done to this and the influencer.
Yeah.
I think for me, like, both intent and how people receive it matters, right? All of it matters, but instead of reacting to it, I think it should start a conversation. So that person should go, oh, I view it as this way. Why do I view it as this way? Let's talk about that rather than being like, I view it as this way. You guys should definitely apologize for what you did.
Because if you, one, read the captions, but two, it's a mugshot, so that person's in trouble.
Yeah.
It no way can be the one that got abused.
Yeah.
So it's like them, why would you even say, they're basically, what would they say that? Like, oh, you're shit, like, you're approving domestic abuse? I don't know how to say that.
Glorifying it, but they were like...
You're just putting someone that got beat up, oh, that's domestic abuse. You're in jail, that's domestic abuse. That doesn't make sense.
It's the beater.
Yeah, it looks like that person was really bad at committing that crime that they were trying to do.
Right?
If anything, if anyone had anything to say, it's glorifying the cops beating up criminals.
Yeah, if anything.
Yeah, because that's where my mind went immediately too. Is like, oh, they got fucked up by the cops.
Glorifying those criminals that just happen to look too damn good.
Which there's a model
that one
we all
dude.
know that became famous off of Mugshot.
That guy with the blue eyes?
Yeah, because he was just too damn hot.
And then, but the people in the comments, especially girls, were like, he's innocent. Like, whatever he did, forgive him.
I thought he was innocent too.
Those eyes told me he
You
was
look
innocent.
that good, you can't be criminal.